Hi everyone, Mark here from the Runderful channel. Remember, before we get started, hit subscribe, give us a like. Hopefully you're with me today. We're on day 2 of the Tough Mudder challenge. So what we're doing here is we're going to go day by day, going through the different types of training that's required to do a Tough Mudder event. So the first day was around just getting out there, getting moving. It was a 5-minute brisk walk, and now we're on day 2. So what does day 2 involve on the Tough Mudder training? So it involves some sprinting, it involves some lunges, and it also involves a bit of walking in there. So what we're planning on doing today is just taking the next step in the journey. So we're going to start with a 20-meter sprint, followed by 20 meters worth of lunges, and what we're going to do is go up in increments of 10. So once we've done the 20-meter sprint, we've done the 20 meters worth of lunges, and then we've done a 20-meter brisk walk, we're then going to do 30 meters of sprinting, 30 meters of lunges, and 30 meters of brisk walk, and we're going to go right up to the 60-meter mark. Then we're going to bring that back down for 50, 40, 30, 20. Then that will be day 2 sort of training schedule, and then that should set us up nicely for when we go into day 3. So what I'm going to do now, as you can see, I'm ready to go. So I'm going to head outside, I'm going to do some stretches and warming up before we head off, and then you're going to join me and we're going to start day 2 training program. Okay, look forward to seeing you shortly. Right then guys, there we go. So we've done our stretching. So I've done 3 stretching exercises to stretch various parts of the different muscle groups to make sure that I'm fully prepared. Now one thing that I like to do after stretching is just not dive straight in there and just start sprinting straight off. Don't want to cause any injuries and be very sore after. I want to try and get the best out of the running that I'm going to try and do. So what I'm going to do now is do a couple of minutes worth of walking. We're going to walk to the top of the hill that you can see up ahead, and then we're going to start the running. So first thing we're going to do is 20 meters sprint. So we're probably going to put around 60 to 70% effort into this to start with, because we're only on day 2. So 20 meters. So to try and gauge how far 20 meters is in terms of distance, you're probably looking at around 4 or 5 car lengths worth of probably looking about 4 or 5 car lengths worth of running, and then what we're going to do then is do 20 meters of lunges, again 4 or 5 car lengths, and then we're going to start to increase that up into 30 meters, 40, 50, 60, and then what we're going to do is bring that back down into 50, 40, 30, 20. And then from there we're going to have a stretch off. We're going to use 3 different stretching exercises to make sure that we recover properly, and then from there we should be all good to go, and then go for day 3. So as we start to go and we're going to walk up the hill, the heart rate's just starting to increase now, which is really good, and then when we get round the corner there's a bit of a hill as well. So we seem to want to punish ourselves a little bit with a hill that we're going to sprint up 20 meters. So once we've done that, then we'll start to do the lunges. So here we go. So we're going to do 4 or 5 car lengths, 60-70% effort for 20 meters. Let's go. And slow down. Then we're going to start to go into some lunges. Again, 4 or 5 car lengths. And then what we're going to do is just walk this out now for 20 meters. And there you go, it's quite simple and hopefully straightforward to follow. So 4 or 5 car lengths of nice brisk walking, and then what we're going to do is set ourselves up for a 30-meter sprint. So we're probably looking at around 6 car lengths, 6 to 7, and then we're going to sprint those at 60-70% worth of effort. So let's go. There we go. And then we're going to start to do some lunges. Now the reason we're incorporating lunges into this process is just to stretch the muscle groups out after doing high impact sprinting. Does feel a bit strange, everyone looking at you doing lunges down the road, but hey, we're here for a process, we're here to try and achieve what we want to get to, so don't worry about that. That's done. And now we're gonna walk out for 30 meters. Nice brisk walk, we're keeping that heart rate up, keeping the body moving. And the next one we're going to go into is 40 meters, so we're probably talking around 10 car lengths. I think we're about ready as we approach this on the side, and let's go again. So 40 meters, 60-70% sprinting capacity. There we go. Slow it down. As we slow down, we then go into lunges, stretching those muscles out. Lunging across the road. Camera about there now. So now we're going to do a brisk walk, 40 meters. I'm going to take you right up to the 60-meter mark, and then what I want you to do is I'm going to drop off and allow you guys to take control. But what you're going to do is follow the same process. So once you've done the 60 meters, you're going to follow it back down into 50 meters of lunges, 50 meters of fast-paced walking, right down till you get to 20 meters. And then from there you're going to do some stretching exercises, because this is high impact, so the body will be affected, so you need to make sure you stretch out properly so you can allow the body to recover, and the following day that you're not feeling too sore or the muscles have not been able to recover properly. So that's the walking done. So now 40, now we're going to go up to the 50-meter mark. Let's go. There we go. So into some lunges. So I'd say the 50-meter mark is probably around 13-14 car lengths. Remember, 60-70% effort. stretching those muscles out. At the end of this road we're going to swing a left, and then what we're going to do is do the final sprint into the 60 metres after we've done the fast walking. So as you can see, I'm doing this training along quite a busy road, so there's really no excuses where you should be able to do this training. Obviously you've got to be careful and pay attention to the way that the roads are working with the traffic flow, but I think I'm about ready now for around a 60 metre sprint, which should be down to where that bus stop is down there. So let's get that one in now. Here we go. Remember, 60-70%. We're going to push this in the last 60 metres. We're really putting it in. There we go. And we're going to slow that down now. There we go. Into some lunges. Lunges across the road. Really stretching those muscles out. Doing some high impact running there, 60-70% capacity. Heart rate's up. Breathing's increased. So we're going to do the lunges, really stretching those muscle groups out. Always feels very strange if no one's looking at what you're doing. So that's about it now for the lunges, and now we're going to walk that fast walk out. So a nice fast-paced walk out. Okay. And now remember, what we're going to do now is we need to bring that back down from 60 mark to 50 to 40 to 30 to 20. Make sure at the end you're doing even though we're doing the lunges to stretch out in between, that's just enabling us to continue this journey of this training. Right at the end we need to make sure that we're fully stretched out and we've done everything that we need necessary to enable us for the next day as we hit training day number 3. So that's me about done, guys. I'm going to continue working my way back down them groups now, so if you can do the same you'll definitely feel the benefit. I'm feeling great, I'm feeling pumped, can't wait to get going. So don't forget to hit subscribe, give us a like, and hopefully see you tomorrow for day 3, where we're going to start to do a 3k run. So okay, that's me done. Speak to you soon. Bye.